Hi y'all, it's Amy from Renewing Stitches. I've started this about 10 times. So I got pretty far and then I just jumbled my words, so we're going to try it again. Welcome y'all. It is Tuesday, January 9th, and it is blustery outside. It's about 42 degrees, which is not bad, but the wind is blowing. Whoa Nelly, it is blowing. So much so that it drops 10 degrees if you're sitting outside in the sun in the wind. With a windbreak, it's lovely, but in the wind, it's pretty rough. But it's sunny, and it's going to be sunny and 65 on Thursday. We are supposed to be getting single digits the following week, so up and down, yay. East Texas. Well, yay, like the country, it looks like it's up and down all over, so hope y'all are having a good day. Hi to everyone, new and returning friends. I just appreciate y'all. This is so fun. I have been encouraged and enabled and motivated to stitch more. I wish there was more time, and I know y'all all feel the same, but it is really fun to see and to read y'all's comments and to see that y'all are stitching on some of the things that I'm stitching on, and that we're stitching together. It makes the world smaller to see and to hear from y'all. So thank y'all. I am going to add in a segment at the beginning called Things I Forgot. And hopefully it's not a recurring segment, but it probably will be. Last week, being the second video, I was trying to get through and try to get in a rhythm, but I forgot to do shout outs. So I just wanted to say thank you to Laura, Stitching by the Shore, for shouting me out. You did after the first video, and I've become friends with Laura over the last, I don't know how long, several months or so. How long has it been? It doesn't matter. We're friends. So I've enjoyed watching her and watching her progress. And for her just to immediately shout me out, for you to immediately shout me out, it just was sweet. So thank you. And you said such kind things. So thank you. Also, Karen, yesterday, Karen the Stitching Owl, shouted me out. Thank you, Karen. So sweet. Very sweet. Thank you for thinking of me and stitching prairie birds with me, which we'll get to here shortly. But it's very sweet. I hope not to forget any future shout outs, but or anything in the forget things I forgot section. I hope this doesn't happen to be a recurring thing, but I do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Okay. So I'm going to start with previous finishes. I did not finish anything this last week since I've seen you last, but I have referenced a couple of the samplers that I keep on my wall over here, and one that my husband is working on framing. So I thought I'd share those real quick. The first one, these are samplers that I've been stitching with my local friends. This started, we met in 2020. And yeah, probably August or something. What was it, Debbie? Was it July or August? I can't remember. Anyway, we met as three of us. There were three of us, and we have now grown to five, and that's been really lovely, really, really lovely. I've enjoyed stitching with these ladies and keeping up with them on a daily basis, almost daily basis on my part. But it's been fun. So we're stitching together and encouraging each other and just having fun. So the first one that we started was Liberty. It's One Nation from Twin Peak Primitives. And we called it the Liberty Sampler. It may be called Liberty. I think it's One Nation. But this is my finish. And this is on a piece of blue Bestitch Me something I don't know the name of. I didn't write it down, but it's a 28 count Lugana, and I did it 2 over 1, 1 over 2. I don't remember now. No, I did it all 1 over 1. That's right. I was doing 1 over 1, the craziness. 1 over 1 on a 28 count. And I love the blue. So pretty. I did all DMC. Didn't change anything. The next 2 I've changed the white, but I don't think I changed any colors here. But that's that one. It hangs over here with, and I framed them myself. They're on just they're in a standard size frame, so I can move them around. This one has the stand on it still, so I can move it around if I don't want them on the wall. But right now they're on the wall. This next one is a new Constellation from Plum Street Samplers, and it's on a 32 count natural linen, I think from Hobby Lobby. And I stitched 1 over 2 except for the over 1 areas, which are the words here and the writing in here. And I think their faces were over 1. Excuse me. Now there is a spot up here that is light blue, and it shows up better in person. And the eagles show up better. But I changed the white here and the white in her dress and a couple of other places to be 3865, so it would show up a little better. But that is a new Constellation, and that also hangs over here. And the one that's going to be added, don't fall, is the Quality Sampler from Plum Street. And this is a 28 count Lugana Peanut from Bestitch Me. And that's that one. And this was finished last year. So the new Constellation was 22, and this is last year's 2023. And the right here it called for full crosses. I did a half cross over that. 1 over 2? 2 over 2. Except for the over 1 parts of the writing down there. That was just a 1, and I did full cross. So that's that one. And again, this shows up better in real life. And the dress down there. But that's that. And the frame that my husband is working on is a scrolly type, see right here. So that's going to be, I don't know if I can do that. We'll see if I can get it toward my double chins. Let's see if I can get that. Nope, crooked. Well, you get the idea. So that's going to be like that. Even though I'm going to, well, there's not an even though. I'm going to stain it as soon as we get it all, going to stain it a little darker. Get the corners where he sliced, because he sliced it and tacked it together, and now I've got to do the corners and also. Anyway, that's that. So those are previous finishes, the last 3 years, and they all will be right there. I would like to keep adding to that. I have quite a few patriotic samplers in the hopper. One's Chessie and Me. The next Plum Street one, and I think there's another one from Twin Peak. I can't remember, but it'll keep me busy for several years, and I'm sure there'll be more come out. So anyway, that was previous finishes, no new finishes. I did have a new start. I was working on Prairie Birds with Karen, and that is from the Prairie Schooler right here. And I'm working on the Cardinals, and as I was working on that, I'll just show you that. It's a whip, but this is where I am right now. I still have a branch here and a branch here, a pine branch, but this is on a 28 count Winter Blues from Bestitch Me. And so I was working on this one, and I thought, you know, that'd be neat for an ATC. If I can do it over one, it'd be small enough. So that's what I did. I'm starting on it. I still have a couple of things to do, but this is the new start. The steel blue from Artisy is from Hobby Lobby, I think. And this is that. See how tiny. This is 1 inch, and I think this is almost 2 inches. But this is the bottom cardinal. I'm going to put like snowflakes, probably French knots maybe. I may just do full crosses. I'm not sure yet. And I'm not sure how I'm going to finish it yet either. But that is that. This is over 1 full cross with 1 thread using just DMC. I did change in the pattern. There's a leaf and it goes to the tree over here, but I've moved the trunk closer just because I wanted to be sure that I got it on the ATC on the card. So the artist trading card, the ATC, is from Laura Stitching by the Shore, and she has a couple of videos talking about it. I'll link her below. I'll try to get, I think she has a playlist. I'll look, I'm pretty sure, about the ATC. One of her Flossmas videos in December talked about the new theme, which is winter, and when it's due and all of that. So I wanted to get that done and out to her before the 1st, which is when they're due. So, yay. I'm excited about that one. So far, I'm just going to do one. I may do another one. I have an idea, but time. So that's the new start and the Prairie Bird's whip. The next whip I have is Coffee from Rosewood Manor. And I started this with Beth from the Steadfast Stitcher. This was her, Rosewood Manor was her birthday stitch along. And so I picked this one. This will be in a hoop and put up there somewhere. And here's my progress. Make sure I have it the right way. Okay. Here's where I am. That's right. Is that right? Yes, that's right. So I did this flower and this one, I think, since the last week. So it goes just a little bit more, and then the cup is down here. And I'm second guessing my coat color. But plenty of time. I'll pick something and do it. So this is fun. This is on a piece of 22 count that I dyed with like a Rit dye, just quick dunk in a pinky type color. And it's just been in my stash. It goes really good with the flowers. I think the flowers are beautiful. So pretty. That'll be nice to be up there in the hoops. Yes. Okay. This one is Winter Sampler from Crocette A Go-Go. Also with Beth, but also with Laura Stitching by the Shore. And several other people. I don't do hashtags because I'm not on Facebook, and the Instagram thing just doesn't work like it used to anymore. So it's just all stitch alongs or start alongs. Start alongs. So this is Winter Sampler. And I stitched on this as soon as the other one, the last Flosstube was done. This is the one I picked up. Uh-oh. And I finished the snowman and started working down. Got a couple of snowflakes. This is on a piece of Vintage Country Mocha. I think it's 32. Yes, it's 32, and I'm doing 1/1 using the DMC. So it's going to be maybe here. No. Tree, fence, fox. It'll be down here somewhere. But it's small. I mean, really. And I like it a lot. So neat. That snowman would have been really cute. I may do that one. Anyway, that's where I am here. I'm going to continue working down the border, and then I'll probably do the tree next when I get back to it. So that's been fun. You know, all of it's fun. It's all fun. It's just stitching is so relaxing. The hard part is deciding when to stop and what to work on next. Okay, this is the next sampler. Yes, the Plum Street that's going to go on my wall here. This is the Heritage Sampler by Plum Street. And this is the one where I started and then the fabric wasn't going to be going to work because there's over one stitching and I couldn't make it. I couldn't fudge it. I could fudge the words down here to make it a backstitch alphabet, but I couldn't do the flags. I couldn't change those. I was stitching it over one and it was not working. So I also have this one on a piece of, no, this is Country Mocha, Newcastle linen, 40 count. And I'm doing 1/2. That's where I am. This is, and you can't see, it looks black and off-white, but it's got a little bit of green. It's supposed to be the color that was called for is green onion. So whatever that is in DMC is in the middle, but there's also 310. I'm on this flower right here. So this flower right here, it goes there. So that's where I'll be next. I'll be camped out on that flower for quite a bit. Is this the first 40 count I've worked on? I think so, and I like it. It's not a nighttime stitch. I use magnifiers anyway, a magnifier and a light just in normal stitching unless it's a larger count. But this is, I really enjoyed this. I did stitch on it one night and my eyes got tired pretty quickly, but I really like this fabric, the Newcastle linen. I like the printed, and on these, you know, this is the back. It's not printed on. It's going to have the mottled. So anyway, that's where I am on that one, and that one I'm going to work on that all year, and then hopefully have it up there soon. Okay. Next, I have the Steeler Stitch. So my oldest had his wisdom teeth out Friday, and wrong way. And sorry about the zipper, that was loud. And everything went well. I did get a little bit of stitching in. He was back there for 45 minutes or so. But we also had piano lessons last week. They started back, and that was Thursday. And so I did get some stitching while they were in piano. And then I got stitching in during his extraction. And he's pretty puffy, but he's doing well. This is from a book called Counter Cross Stitch by Nomis. This is the cover. Not all of them, most of the football teams are here. Not all the expansions are. This is Houston Oilers, so that's been a while, before they were Tennessee Titans. So I'm doing the Steelers helmet for my oldest, and this is the youngest. Still don't have back stitching on that yet, but getting there. Here's what I did so far, and you might not be able to see as much, but I did the white fill in because that was easy enough. I'd already had the gray and the stars in, and then I started up here on the yellow, so I'm just going to go back and forth and back and forth. And I need to bring the outline around. Also, on several of my pieces, on most of my pieces that have fill-ins, or even the sampler that has the outside, I will stitch it as a half stitch and then go back as I'm filling it in and fill in the edge. So this is all half here, but as I'm filling it in, I'm crossing right here. And on the samplers, every 10 stitches I make a full cross, so it's easy enough to count. So whenever I use that as an anchor point, then I don't have to physically count. I just do 10, 20, 30. So I won't fill in the outside of that sampler. Is it the Heritage sampler? I won't fill that in with full X's until I've got all the inside pretty much anchored. So that is my method for my madness. But here's where I am on the Steelers helmet. And again, it's going to be the yellow color. And this is my travel stitch. I'll work on it when they're in piano. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh, remnant. I did a Flosstube extra on this magazine. It's January, February of just cross stitch 1985. Did a flip through as a Flosstube extra. That was fun. I really enjoyed reading and looking at a bunch of the things that were in here. I'll be doing another one in the next week or two. I don't know. I don't think it'll be just cross stitch. It'll probably be a different magazine. But I haven't picked it out. But in just looking at the ones, I really want to stitch a lot of the things that are in there, and I can't do all the new starts. So just trying to hold back the new start-itis. Is that a thing? I think I've heard that before. Anyway, this is in here. It's called, I call it Coffee Break. And I should have kept the tab on. There it is. The tab on the color picture. That's the one I'm working on. I have changed a couple of things. So here's what I have. It's on a piece of linen, just a remnant. I don't know what the count is. Like 36 maybe? Maybe, yeah, I think it's 36. Here's where I am. Excuse me. So I changed it to show, so it had, it had brown hair for both of them, but I changed it to blonde for one, and then I left the brown, and then I changed the dress color on both of these. And then I changed the red that they had charted. It was 221, and I wanted to do like a pinky red. So I put it here and in the letters. So this is going to be a gift for my sister, who also starts with an A, and she has the brown hair, and mine is kind of a strawberry blonde or blonde. Although, yeah, it doesn't matter. So I was going to put sisters up here and then friends down here and then put the roof on top. I don't know if you can, I can't see that blonde. It's not really, but that's where I am. It's going to be a gift. I don't know how I'm going to finish it. Frame, maybe, or a pillow. Probably one of those. But that's it. Very fun. I've enjoyed that one. There's another one that I want to stitch in here. I'm not sure if I'll get to it, but I have it in my head as a possible start. Once that's done. I think I have one more. Yes, one more whip. And this is with Laura, Stitching by the Shore. This is the Long Dog Fish and Chips, and I'm doing it on an 18 count white with a blend of 825 and 3755. And this is what it's going to look like in the black and white version. And this is what I have so far. So I did the pelican. I I had the outline of the whale's tail and the top part of the anchor, I think, last time I showed you. And then I finished the anchor and I'm starting in on the whale. This, I want to show you this. I want to show you something. I want to show you the front, the actual cover real quick. So it's got two birds here in the whale, but I think I want to go here next. Is that a crab with a balloon? I think that is the neatest. So I'm going to do that next. After I get the whale done, I think I'm going to go up and do the crab with the balloon. So fun. So fun. Oh, and also I think I might do these little, like there's a couple of butterflies in here, and maybe the birds. I don't know, the little things that kind of stand off by themselves. I think I might do those in a green, like I don't know, a seafoam green, or I don't know. I just thought I might make those pop a little bit with something else, but anyway, that is my thought. We'll see. Taking artistic license to, I don't know what, do that. So that's been fun. Those are all of my works in progress over the last week. This week will not be as stitch heavy, I don't think. We'll still have piano. Yesterday we got back to co-op, and that was a long day. It was a good day, but just getting back into the routine of Monday co-op days. It's some adjusting. The boys enjoyed it. They always do, and I had fun. But we are starting, so this block, we're studying Monet. Oh, I really want to start some of the miniature artworks. I've got one done, but I really want to start several of them that are Monet because it's so pretty, so pretty. So anyway, that's to be done one day. The plan starts that I have for this coming week. The Whip Go calls I haven't started yet. I had Cottage Garden and With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais as my calls. So I don't know if I said this, but on my Whip Go, I randomize the numbers and then I randomize the designers. So I'm going to do a new stitch from each of these designers that I already have in my stash, either a freebie or one that I've purchased. And so Cottage Garden and With Thy Needle and Thread were the ones for January. So I haven't done anything with that yet, but those are new starts that I'm going to start this week. And the With Thy Needle and Thread, I really want to do this, but the piece of fabric that I want to do it on is not big enough. So I'm going to do the Pincushion. And this is the fabric that I have for it. I've already used it for something. I did a mini sampler using it, I don't know, a year or two ago. It's a Be Stitch Me fabric, and I lost the tag in my box. But this is the fabric that I'm going to use. I need to get a bigger piece of it for the actual Winter Rose Manor sampler, but I'm going to do the Winter Rose Manor Pincushion. And I found a conversion to the DMC, so I'll use that. But that will be a new start. And it's small enough, I may have a hoop, depending on how big it is. I didn't look at the dimensions. I'll work on that. Next is the Cottage Garden, and I've got a couple of the Songbirds. Laura, you want to start one? I know you've got some too. This is the Songbird series, number 1. And this will go in a hoop. I'm thinking one of the big ones. But I'll get a start on that. So pretty. I do have a fabric picked out. I have two of them actually. Alright, so I have a Bestitch Me Not Another sampler. This was a fabric of the month from, it doesn't say, but it's Not Another sampler from Bestitch Me. A 28 count. So a creamy one. I do like the gray blue, but I'm thinking maybe the cream. And then the other one is Winter Moon Belfast linen, and it's a little more yellow. So I don't know, I'll pick one and then start it. Now that I'm looking at it, I really like this one. This is 28 count, and this one's 32. So this is from 123 Winter Moon. Let me see that. So the size will be different, but I don't know. I'll decide and then start it. And I'll probably start it with the pinky red flower right here to see how that looks on it, and then decide. I think the rest of it will be fine. But anyway, so those are my two new starts that I'd like to start here shortly. What else? Oh, I need to pull out my full coverages. So I am thinking that I'll do like a thread a day or a, I don't know, something to get started. I haven't touched them in at least 3 months. I need to get started. I have, so the stitching shelf, I got one of the minis. It's the winter one, I think, from Heaven and Earth Design. The winter portion. I haven't touched that in at least 6 months. I have a Laszlo Code that it's been several months that I've touched, and then I have one that I charted that is a boat, and I think I worked on it early December, but I need to get back on it. It is, so it's 48 pages, and I've done 17 or 18 pages. I need to get that done. I started that in 2019, and I go in spurts. Get a page done, page finish, and then try to get started and just kind of fizzle out. So I'm on the fizzling out section, but I need to be more mindful and go ahead and get it on a rotation, a regular rotation, even just one strand a day. I know several people do that. One strand a day, one color a day. I do cross country, so, and within the page itself, there's quite, I mean, it's a lot of blue, so chances are I can go through a strand pretty easily. So I need to work on that, and I need to work on the other two. And there are several that I'd like to start, but finish one. I think it's 3. I think I have 3 going, 3 full coverage pieces. So if I finish one, then I'll start another one. But it'll take a while. So I think that's all I have today. Everything is going good here. I want to start also the freebie from Hands On Design, her Valentine's freebie from last year. I wanted to start that one and get it done for Valentine's this year to put in my bowl. And she puts one out every year, Hands On Design. Kathy, and they put one out. She puts one out every year for her anniversary, her wedding anniversary. So I know that one's coming up, but I really need to get the last one done. So, and they're smalls, and it just works up so quickly. I just need to get it done. Anyway, I think that's all I have, but I hope y'all enjoy your stitching day. Let me know what you're stitching on as you're listening or watching, and just thank you for sticking with me. It's been a jumbled worded day in my head. It may come out in some sort of order, I hope. But I will see y'all again next week. Happy stitching, y'all. Bye.